second. Let me get all set up here. Welcome to Comic Artist Pro Secrets. I am Ethan Van Sciver. I'm Ethan Van Sciver. Ethan Van Sciver. Zoom in. Yeah, looks good. Looks okay. Tap chat. Boom. Hi, everyone.
These hoes ain't loyal. These hoes ain't loyal.
Let's see if we got some people in here now. Do we got people in here? Yes. I love it. Welcome. 243 people and counting. 269 people and counting. These hoes ain't loyal. You can call me Ihi if you want. That's fine. I don't mind. I like it. I guess I like it. I guess I'll get used to it. I talked to my dad. I dropped him off at the airport this morning. I didn't get a video up. I do feel like I failed you all. I didn't get to record a video this morning. These people being my parents, got me up out of bed early, bright and early this morning. So we need to be driven to the airport. You know, in rush hour Philadelphia traffic. Mike Pence is in town. I missed you too. Hi everyone. And I was up late last night with the High Council and what I consider to be a successful episode, although it has there's some controversy attached to it. Stephanie Genesex says, I gotta say, the desperation now at Lucasfilm has reached epicness. Ethan, you saw the sci-fi story. Oh, we're gonna cover it. Jeremy is pissed. Jeremy at Geeks and Gamers was like, I'm not gonna give that any attention. I ain't giving that no attention. Are you kidding me? I live for this. I'm happy to give these people attention. Family first. Yeah, everyone loved my dad. My dad, thank you. I know I am lucky to have him. He's a good man. He's a good fella. Sue them. Everybody wants lawsuits. No, we got two things to discuss right now. We got two things to discuss. We've got Star Wars Gate, what is becoming Star Wars Gate. It's not quite Star Wars Gate yet, but it is becoming Star Wars Gate. What High Council controversy? A few things. People were annoyed about Cecil. Some people didn't like the idea of adding Jesse to the High Council. I think they were great. Other people thought that there are way too many super chats, and the show is becoming also. Well, look, you know, we have to read super chats. That's the real thing. So there's a little controversy. We're gonna iron out some of the kinks there. I loved having Jesse on. I thought she was terrific. But we will. We'll keep changing things up and we'll keep having fun. Luke was here. Thanks for $14.99. I always look forward to your videos. My husband is getting jealous. LOL. Wow. Can't wait to receive my copy of Cyberfrog. Love all you do. Thank you so much. I do appreciate that. I can't wait till you receive your copy of Cyberfrog either. It's going to be good times. Now, here's what's going on in comics right now. My main job, my day job, is to draw comic books. It's just what I'm going to do probably for the rest of my life, unless I can get a job as a successful talk radio host. Now, if I could be a talk radio host, I would stop doing comics. I really like it. MZ Verena, thanks for $1.99. Please no more politics, Trump, etc., but keep SJWs. Well, okay, that's a fine line to walk because they're all interconnected. But I hear what you're saying. Here's the thing about this show. I love you all. I don't want to make anyone feel excluded when I talk about what my politics are. When I say I voted for Trump, that's an important fact. It's an important fact in understanding why I am being attacked, why I endure harassment from the extreme left wing, which we call SJWs in comics. That is why. That is the reason why. GRP poll. People actually want to listen to Cecil, seemingly. They think they do. Down Forward Punch, thanks for $5. Jesse needs to be a permanent member in the High Council. Cecil can stick to the Dark Council with Nurkish. Okay, I mean that's all being taken into consideration. I told Jesse last night that it takes a couple times before you become a full-fledged member. We don't just kind of immediately add you to the roster. Jeremy had to come on, I think, twice or three times before it was clear that he belonged as a third. Okay, so just to understand, Trump is just the reason. I'm not preaching that you guys should vote for Trump. And by the way, those of you who are Democrats, you're leaning, you're liberals, you're left of center, you're moderates, but you don't support the president. That's okay. I don't. It has nothing to do with anything. You guys are welcome here. I love you. You're not trying to hurt anyone. The question is whether or not you are trying to hurt people over politics. That's the difference between extremists, and we don't want extremists around here, not at all. This is going on in comics right now. Look, Indiegogo first. Let's start with this. How do we break into this? How do we break into this topic? Indiegogo. Oop, what happened? Where did you go, my froggy friend? You can't do that. You can't just disappear on me, Cyberfrog. This is important. This is your show. Ethan Van Sciver's Cyberfrog Blood Honey comic book is now up to $273,562 in crowdfunding. These are advance orders of a comic book and a bunch of products that we're creating that are associated with this comic book. CMS says last night was great. Thank you so much for $2. This is a lot of money. This is a lot of money. We have blown away every single prior crowdfunded comic book. I mean, left them in the dust at this point. And there are a lot of people who are looking at this and they're getting angry because last year, actually right around post-election, there was a group of people in comics that kind of they seeded this idea that they would like me out of comics. They unfriended me on Facebook. They started little clubs where they met to talk about me. They began severe harassment campaigns against me, started screenshotting all of my Facebook and Twitter in order to find proof that I was a Nazi and all of these things. So they really hoped, they were desperate to get rid of me, and the fans won't let me go. Now, they are under the impression, the comic book community, the comic book community are under the impression that they decide who gets to make comics. They decide together. They get together and go, no, this person doesn't get to make comics because this person is, this and that. He has alienated himself from us. People need to meet our approval before they are allowed to make comics. CCMP99, thanks for $2. Is 35 too old to make it as a comic book artist? Hell no. Jack Kirby didn't create Fantastic Four till he was in his 40s. You go do it. Anyway, I don't. Let me just explain one thing. Until these people are actively in my life and trying to hurt my family, as they are doing, as they have done, I don't know who these people are. I didn't know who Erica Henderson was. I still don't know who Jordan Boyd is. I don't know who these people are. It may sound arrogant. It isn't. I keep to myself. My job is to care for my family. It's to care for my fans. It's to do comic books. I don't know what these people are doing. I don't go to their secret hideout meetings. I don't know who any of these people are. There's a big problem with a fellow named Brandon Graham, who works at Image, who they all decided they were going to excommunicate him because he was sleeping around with some transsexuals. They acted like this was a big deal. I don't know who Brandon Graham is. I mean, I'm sorry. That's how far removed from the comic book industry I am. I don't know who these people are. I don't know who you are. Erica Henderson, I don't know who you are. I know who you are now. I don't know who you are. I've never bought your work. I've never really seen your work in comic book shops. I've never met you anywhere that I might hang out. I don't know you. Schrodinger's Butterfinger, thanks for $5. Uncle E, what was your initial expectation when you first started the Cyberfrog Indiegogo? To be honest with you, I was like, I think we're gonna break 20 grand. That's what I thought. I was like, I put up 8,000, and I told my wife, I was like, we're gonna break 20 grand. Like the whole plan with Cyberfrog. I was like, I'm gonna pretend to be humble. I'm going to ask for $8,000, and then we're going to break 20 grand because that's going to pay for all the bills, all the bills. I expected $8,000 would pay for the colors, should pay for the printing if we keep it cheap. If it's a cheap comic book, that should cover most of the expenses. And I'm just going to eat this one. Like I'll just hope to make some money on the back end. But if we get to $20,000, it'll pay me. It'll pay all the expenses, and should be a good time. I was really like when we blew past $8,000 in 15 minutes, 10 minutes. It was 10 minutes we blew past $8,000. It was, yeah, $20,000 is what Kyle is making now, says Sweet Tooth. You are incorrect. Kyle is making way more than that. Okay. With his bonus, Kyle's making more than $20,000. He is going to do great, and that's because of you guys. Chris, PRSA, Prissa, I don't know how to pronounce your name, sorry. Back to you again, number 5347. And this is Tap Me Out. No more super chats for a while. P.S. I thought you said you'd love to be a truck driver. Yeah, that's my alternate blue collar life. I would have been a truck driver, but I can't be a truck driver with a family. You can't do that. You'd have to be alone all the time. But if I had started out, I would have just a life of solitude, without a wife, without kids. Driving cross country back and forth would be great. Now, if I could get into talk radio and be a talk radio host, I love doing this. This is the thing. People are making fun of me for my YouTube and comics. You can all go to hell. I love talking to you guys. I love being a talk radio host. I love talking about Star Wars. I'm up at night thinking about new ideas for shows, new topics. I love entertaining you guys, and I love the instant feedback that you guys give me. It is great. All right, so in the face of all this, we have done very, very well. I set up this amazing, as the money got crazier and crazier, I set up this goal because Kyle Ritter is doing kick-ass work. He's just doing kick-ass work. He's a legend, and he's going to go places. I don't know if I'm going to be able to hang on to him. I'm going to try to hang on to him, but I don't know if I'm going to be able to. I said, boy, it would be great if we could figure out a good stretch goal for $250,000 once we get there. Looks like we're going to get there. The momentum is building. We're going to get there. You guys were like, okay, well, instead of taking, let's say $10,000, instead of taking $10,000 and using it to print a new comic book product or something like that, more trading cards, whatever it would have been, let's just take that money. And this was you guys. This was a gift from you guys, not for me. Okay. Kyle thanks me. No, I told him to thank you guys, which is why he drew that Cyberfrog thing. Thank you to the fans. That money, that $10,000 was yours. You were entitled. You as a community, this is how beautiful you guys are. You as a community were entitled to another perk. You could have had anything that you wanted. If you wanted, another little mini comic, you could have had it. That was your bonus money. And you guys as a community turned around and said, that money is going to go to Kyle Ritter. We want him to have a bonus. We really like him and appreciate his hard work and his loyalty to this community. And we would like to make him happy in some way. And you did. We've reached 250,000. Kyle is going to receive his $10,000 bonus. Now, I, of course, bragged about that on Twitter. That is a huge thing. I do want to advertise that this community is full of people with big hearts. This community cares for one another. We care for each other. And also, this community is generous. And it pays. It pays to work with us. It pays to. And it does. Alex G, thanks for $5. Finally able to order Cyberfrog. Thank you for all the positivity. If only we were all so grossly incandescent. You guys are all grossly incandescent. I'm just gross. But you guys are absolutely glow in the dark. You guys are wonderful, and appreciate you. So somebody said if there were any colorists that passed on the opportunity. This guy John Specia. Okay, so he's a fan of mine. If there were any colorists that passed on the opportunity, I'm sure they are seriously regretting it right about now. So this was at the point where Kyle was going to get a $10,000 bonus. By the way, $10,000. That's about as much as a normal colorist gets from coloring about four to five comics. Okay, so that's a big pile of money dumped into your lap for nothing, just because you were in the right place at the right time. You're a loyal person who is doing great work, and you're with us. You're with our community. So this guy tweets this out, and then this dude goes, ha ha ha, nope. Okay, so somebody sent me this. I don't know who this guy is. I don't know who you are, Jordan. He said if there were any colorists that passed on the opportunity, I'm sure they're seriously regretting it right now. You were not offered the opportunity, so you cannot regret it. So the answer, nope, doesn't apply to you. Like that, nobody said, Jordan Boyd, can we get Jordan Boyd? I don't even know you. I don't know what you do. I've never seen your work. I've never seen your work, Jordan. So you were not offered the job. And then connected to this, who is Jordan Boyd? Can anybody do a quick bit of research and figure out what he colors? I don't know. I don't know if he might be great. He might be great. But the point is, yeah, he's a Tumblrite. The point is, he wasn't offered the job. So if there were any colorists that passed on the opportunity, there's only one colorist who initially had the opportunity, couldn't meet the deadlines, and ended up quitting, kind of. GRP poll thanks for a Canadian $2. We can't see who you are pointing to. Oh, whoops. Let's get him on the screen here. Sorry. You know, I got to do better than this, guys. This is the thing. I want to be a talk radio show host, and I can't even do the simplest things. All right, look, right here. Okay, so this is the gentleman. His name is Jordan Boyd. He's a comics colorist who works for Image. All right, so good. I mean, you know, I don't know you. Congratulations for working on Image, working at Image. Moose was offered this job. Moose couldn't do the work. We had to hire on Kyle Ritter to help him out, just to get the work done for promotional pieces that I needed to show to people. And Moose threw a fit. He didn't want to share this job with Kyle Ritter, and thus he kind of fired himself. Does he regret it? I think he does. He'll never say that. He's got a lot of pride, and his pride is causing him to lash out, and that is too bad. But here we have Erica Henderson. It's like, this just happened today. I took a nap. I was on the couch with Ava after I came back from dropping my dad off because I had to get up too early. I lay on the couch. I always pick Ava up and I rest her on my chest. So we're kind of like tummy to tummy, and she'll rest her face. This is the best thing in the world. I love this. She'll rest her cheek right on my cheek. So, you know, when we're laying on the couch, and then we both just fall asleep. And I was taking a nap with Ava on top of me, and amazing. Woke up to this silliness here. Michael Hangy, thanks for $9.99. Radio, let's do a video podcast. I'd like to be a segment producer for your show. Well, you know, that's nice of you. You stay in touch. I don't know when that's going to happen. Right now, we're still building this audience, but definitely, definitely hang in there. James, thanks for a $10 donation. That's very kind of you. Yeah, that's where F Moose came from. Moose came out, he's saying vile things. Moose has known me long enough that he knows, he knows stuff about me. And so he'll come out and he'll say bad things about my divorce and stuff, you know, to Hunter's mother, and make fun of it like it's funny. Divorce isn't funny. Divorce is painful. And, you know, it's not something that you need to be spreading around. And these people they're just utter lowlives. They'll take like the lowest parts of your life and then use it for fun. Like it's funny when now, you know, we're just sitting here trying to make a comic book. We're just trying to make a comic book independent of these people. So hold on a second. Curtis YZ, thanks for $2. Watch Cecil Nurkish, you, and Jeff High Council, LMAO. Yeah, that was a fun episode. Okay, so here's Erica Henderson. Erica Henderson draws Squirrel Girl, and she said, that is not enough money to alienate yourself from most of the professional comics community. Now, what she refers to here is the fact that early on, when I was under attack, and I mean under brutal attack, by left-wingers in comics and sort of on the fringes of comics, they were coming in on my social media and they were saying pretty horrific things. I found diversity in comics. I found that, well, actually, first I found Captain Cummings. And Captain Cummings made a video. This was maybe like April of 2017. You can probably find it, where he defends me. He made a video defending me, and I'd never heard of Captain Cummings before. And when the comics community turns on you, it's in a tidal wave. These people, the vocal ones, are all far left extremists. They are all kind of uniform. Those who do not agree will say they agree because they are afraid. They don't want the kind of treatment that I am getting. They don't want it, and so they'll either keep their mouth shut or they'll agree because they don't want this person who is the artist of Squirrel Girl, which is a book that On the direct market, doesn't sell very well, but they found this scam. There's this great thing called Scholastic books. Remember being in school? Let me explain this to you guys. Those of you who go Squirrel Girl, why is that still around? There's a thing called Scholastic books. Remember when you were in school, they'd have book truck day, and basically you'd get a paper form, you'd get sent home this little catalog, and you'd have a bunch of little books that were going to be available for pickup, for order. You could check them off. Your mom could write you a check. Scholastic Book Club, Book Fair. Yeah, it's so fun. It's so fun. And you come back. This is like pre-sixth grade kind of, for kids. You come back with a check and the books that you were going to order, and then you could go on the book truck and you could pick up the books that you had ordered that were available to you. And maybe on the form, maybe there were like 40 different books, and there were also kind of weird like extra like bookmarks and toys, or you could get a Rubik's Cube or something like that. Just oddities. That's Scholastic. That's Scholastic's thing. They, if you hook up with Scholastic, you can get your book. Hey Panda, thanks for $5. Longtime fan. I met you at Wizards Columbus. We talked about Johnny Cash's cover of Hurt. That's a good. Yeah, I love that. I love Johnny Cash. Yeah. So anyway, you can hook up with them. You can have a children's book. You can have and get it through distributed through Scholastic, and basically you're going to do very, very well. Now, so when those forms go home, there's going to be a lot of peer pressure, and not just peer pressure, but just fun. It's not peer pressure; it's fun pressure. You wouldn't ordinarily be buying these books, but the book truck's coming. It's book fair. You've got to get some books, and the list goes home, and it's like, hey, it's Huckleberry Finn. You could get a paperback version of that, illustrated. You could get, oh hey, it's Treasure Island. Oh hey, it's a book about Harriet Tubman. Oh look, it's a comic book called Squirrel Girl. All right. So if you're a comic book called Squirrel Girl and you have a collection that's available, it's miniaturized. It's a small comic. Guess what all the kids are going to buy? What would you rather buy when you were a kid at book fair? Would you rather buy a biography of Harriet Tubman, or would you rather buy Squirrel Girl, the comic book with wackadoo characters and silliness? You're going to sell an awful lot of books. An awful lot of books. People are saying they'd rather buy porn. Yeah, well, maybe, but no, you're gonna end up buying Squirrel Girl. So that's the thing. Squirrel Girl does very, very well. If you are able to get hooked up with Scholastic books, you will be. So even though Squirrel Girl does not sell very well in the direct market to normal comic book fans, they sell it to kids who are basically a captive audience, and that book has survived and flourished. It's done very well. It's gonna make it makes a profit, because of Scholastic. It is for kids. That is fine. Optimus Jedi, thanks for $4.99. Silence equals complicity. Anyone remaining silent is just as bad as those who discriminate. I know that's a hard line, but we must draw that line in the sand. So, anyway, that's who Erica Henderson is. I bear her no ill will whatsoever. Absolutely none. I've said nice things about her, and so on and so forth. I don't like the way she draws Squirrel Girl, but it's just a matter of personal taste. She's doing something different than I would have done with it. If you look at the thumbnail of this video, you'll see what my Squirrel Girl would look like and what her Squirrel Girl looks like. So Erica Henderson sees the 273. Let's check it. Let's see if we sold any more comics. Let me see if we just sold any more. It's 562 right now. Oh, look, we did. All right, so it's 273, 692. We just sold another 4 copies of Cyberfrog, Blood Honey. If you have not yet backed Cyberfrog Blood Honey, the link is in the description. If we get to 275, I'm going to make beautiful bookmarks. Cyberfrog and Salamandroid bookmarks that everyone is going to get. You're going to be able to use these in the Blood Honey book itself. So we want to get to 275. It's just another free perk that's available. If you haven't pledged yet, please do. James, thanks for $10. Will you do an action figure sculpture? I would be more than happy to donate 200, 300 pounds of plastic. Wow. Plastic 3D PLA 3D printing, abs poly PVC. Okay, I don't know what those are, but those are different kinds of plastics, I guess, to do it. Still stands even if it's a future perk idea. James, stay in touch with me. We're not doing it this time. It's too expensive to do just as a perk for this. I have no idea how much all of this is going to cost. I assume I have enough money to print 3 books and a bookmark and 2 trading cards, but you never really know. So we're not going to do it this time, but I will want to do Cyberfrog toys eventually, and there are people who are currently sculpting all of these great Cyberfrog statues, and maybe we can do that. So thank you so much for the offer to donate plastic. I never even thought about that. I never even thought about needing plastic. but of course you will. So $273,692. Erica Henderson says that is not enough money to alienate yourself from most of the professional comics community. Erica, my dear, get away from me. I would alienate myself from you guys for $5. Stop harassing me. Leave me alone. I am not going to abandon my friends, and my friends are my fans, and my friends are people like Diversity in Comics and Comicsgate. I'm not going to abandon them because they're absolutely right. They're absolutely right. And I know that you guys started a pressure campaign to get me to walk away from Diversity in Comics, who was criticizing your work in particular. I've seen his videos where he criticizes your work. I know that you don't like it. I know that you find it offensive, but I find you guys offensive. I find everyone in your little cult, your little Portland, Oregon weirdo cult, that makes it difficult for anyone who votes to the right of you in any way, anyone who expresses ideas, thoughts to the right of you in any way. I find you offensive. I want to be alienated from you. To be alienated from you, Erica Henderson, and those of you who adhere to Erica Henderson's frame of thought, way of thinking, means a lot of money. To be alienated from you means a successful career as an independent comic book artist, free from any shackles, from any chains, from any obligations that one might hold to keep their mouth shut in the face of this abuse and political discrimination and harassment. I would like to be alienated from you. I do not need you. Erica, when I was working in comics, when I was working at DC Comics, creating comics like Green Lantern Rebirth and Flash Rebirth and Sinestro Corps, Hal Jordan the Green Lantern Corps, DCU Rebirth, when I was inventing characters, many characters that appeared in video games, movies, TV shows that I do not own because DC Comics owns them, when I was designing symbols for Green Lantern t-shirts that have been worn and will be worn for eternity, that appear on TV shows like Big Bang Theory. Everything that I have done, Erica Henderson, I have done independent from you, and I considered myself alienated from you then. I considered myself alienated from you guys then. I never talked to you guys. I don't need you. I don't need you. You know what? The comic book industry needs me. The comic book industry doesn't need you. And you're going to see that. You are going to see that I am somebody who generates income. I am somebody who money chases. I'm somebody who sells because I have a lot of ideas, a lot of good ideas to connect with the fan base. Chris Waymeyer, thank you for $5. We should get together some of the community to back Cyberfrog on Indiegogo in the name of some of these haters. Maybe deep down they want a copy. They all want a copy. And they're all going to get one, trust me. And they're going to hope to tear it apart, and it's going to be funny when they can. GRP Poll, thanks for CA $2. Someone just suggested mugs. Make a Cyberfrog mug. Frag Minion, thanks for $5. After Cyberfrog goes super successful and you start creating a frog empire, what steps will you take from turning into a big jerk like Todd? No, listen, Todd McFarlane is not a big jerk. He is a really, really great guy. I would follow in his footsteps. I was thinking the other day, and I don't know if I said it to you guys. I was just like, dudes, why couldn't I take my profits here? And did I say this to you guys? I must have. Take my profits here and then make a couple of Cyberfrog Salamandroid prototypes and take them to Toy Fair. Why couldn't I do that? Why couldn't I just make beautiful toy prototypes, take them to Toy Fair? Yeah, I did say this to you guys. I did. I thought I only said this to my wife, but I said it to you guys too. And then try to sell Cyberfrog toys the way Todd McFarlane did. Just try to find distributors for my Cyberfrog toys, or somebody who would want to buy the prototypes and just move from there. Why couldn't I do that? That's what Todd McFarlane did. I could definitely do that. I could become a comic book. I could become a frog t-shirt, talk radio, and toy merchant. Humble. Now, you guys ask me what steps would I take to remain humble? I am humble. I'm naturally humble. But that doesn't mean that I'm not going to speak truth to idiocy. I remain humble, but still let these bitches know. This is who I am. You guys don't understand. You all fail together. Together, you have dragged this comic book industry to its lowest depths. We looked at Comic-Con the other day, and it was extraordinary how Spider-Man 800, number 800, sold 400,000 something copies. That is an extraordinary success. Congratulations to Dan Slott and everyone involved with that. That is amazing. And there were a couple other books that sold more than 100,000, and then from there it was straight on down to failure. The top 300 is miserable. All of these independent companies right now are drowning. They are all drowning. I do not understand how they can afford to publish comics. I don't understand. I see their numbers and I don't get it. I don't get it. Things have to change. Things have to change, Erica Henderson, and they're going to change with you or without you. These comic book professionals that you mentioned will either join me or they will die. They will die on the vine. This comic book industry is not going to last the way it's going. It's not going to last right now. Thank you, Booker T. Looking real jacked, baby. Thank you. I do look pretty good. That is the way it is. Either you guys evolve, stop trying to turn comics into a community. It certainly is not. You are my, even though you cannot compete, you are my competitor. I can't stop baiting. Thanks for $2 to you. How will you work to keep frogs from turning gay? They will not drink infected water. I am working currently with Alex Jones. I'm not working with Alex Jones. I'm consulting. I'm using Alex Jones to consult. Plug in. What did I do? Oops, plug in. Something happened. No. Oh, yeah. You can see that it's okay. It is plugged in. I'm currently working with Alex Jones to make sure that the water that Cyberfrog drinks is not infected with whatever that chemical is. 1776 will commence again. I saw that clip too. Ever since you guys started telling me about Alex Jones, I started watching Alex Jones clips. I can't watch a whole episode, but I just found I found a video called "The Most Embarrassing Clips of Alex Jones," and I watched that and laughed my head off. James, thanks for another $10. If someone has the plans and scale for a 3D printed Cyberfrog model, I will print out a prototype or a few different prototypes. I can't paint any better than Soilo's acting, so that's on you. James, again, get in touch with me. I mean, I'll need to keep your information kind of, in a special place. Somebody is making a great sculpture right now. Clay Former is doing a really, really good sculpture. I don't know if anybody else is doing a good sculpture that wants to show me. But look, yeah, absolutely. I love all of this. This would be great. This would be great. Lucifer Love Monkey, thanks for $5. Will Cecil get an action figure in the Cyberfrog line? Yeah, but it's going to be short packed. Louis Williamson, thanks for $1.99. Hey, Uncle Ethan, what is your favorite anime or manga? I have none. I don't watch anime or manga. It's all good. The only thing I've ever seen is La Blue Girl, and then I stopped after that. I was like, I think I've seen it all. Somebody gave me a video cassette of La Blue Girl. I put it on. I thought the kids would like it. They started to cry, and that was my last day as a kindergarten teacher. So I've learned to stay away from anime as much as possible. So anyway, what was I saying? Yeah, this stuff is ridiculous. This stuff is absolutely ridiculous. So this is not a community. This is a business. You guys can like me or hate me. It doesn't make a difference to me. The only thing I'm concerned about, Gabriel Chaveria, thanks for $2. Hello there. Hello, Gabe. The only thing I'm concerned about is whether or not the fans love me. Good news, the fans love me. And that's all I need. And will I ever alienate myself from the fans? I certainly will not. I will work hard to connect with and contain and love the fans that I have. I will work hard to grow them, to meet more of them using my social media and any personal appearances that I may or may not make. I may not make any personal appearances. We'll see. I should make some personal appearances. I really should. Love is a strong word, says Any Dynamo. No, it's not strong enough, Any Dynamo. It's not strong enough. It's not strong enough to describe how I feel about my fandom and fandom in general. I think fandom is very sexy, and I love you guys very much. So, very interesting. This is a warning. This is what's happening to comics right here. Every now and then they kind of explode and accidentally say something they shouldn't say. This was fantastic. I woke up and said, "Oh my God," and I just tweeted back at her. I was like, "Yes, it is, Erica. Any amount would do." I think I said any amount would do. That $5 to alienate you guys from me. Get out of here. Go away. Leave me alone. I only care about the fans. Someone of elsewhere, thank you for £5. Seriously looking forward to Cyberfrog. Thank you. A lot of people are now. A lot of people are. We've sold. Here's the thing. We've sold 4,350. We just sold some more copies. We're now at $273,727. We've sold 4,350 copies of a very expensive comic book. This is the thing that people don't understand. If I sold Cyberfrog, a small booklet, for $3, I'm sure the sales would be a lot easier. We're selling a $25 chromium enhanced comic book that is hand signed by me for $25. That's a pricey object, something that you can normally only get from Dynamic Forces. It's a premium product, and we have sold 4,350 of those. If Dynamic Forces sold 4,350 signed comic books at $25, they would never stop orgasming ever. It would be the biggest thing in the world. It would be a professional, like, I mean that as a metaphor. I don't mean that actually. I don't. Well, I don't know. I mean, maybe they would, but it would be a big deal, and they would be thrilled. And when I come out, should I come out and decide to do a monthly Cyberfrog book? I'm sure that it will be competitive at this point. Competitive. Mike Soilo, thank you for $10. EVS, down the road, can we get a Cyberfrog Noir comic set in the 1920s, during Prohibition? Dick Tracy style also. Is KR expensive? What is KR? Oh, Kyle Ritter. Is he expensive? Yes, he is. Technotoad. Technotoad is a nice alternate version of Cyberfrog. Absolutely. Kyle asked for a lot of money, and he's going to get every penny of it and then some. Lucifer Love Monkey, your idea is pretty good. I don't know. I would rather continue with the story. I think, we'll see. But I think if we do a sequel to this 4-issue story arc, and this is Blood Honey is part 1 of 4. We are going to crowdfund for part 2 sometime next year. It's going to be called Wrecked Planet. Later on, we're going to do part 3, which is called Grassroots. And then part 4, the best part, is going to be called The Green Supremacy. It is so goddamn awesome. Excuse my language. It is so awesome. I told the story to my dad, and he helped a little bit. He added a couple things. That's what happens. You collaborate with your father a little bit. He had some great ideas. Cecil, thanks for telling us. Will you come on Cancercast tonight with me and Nurkish? Well, we'll see. I might. We'll see. I'm gonna try to do my late night live streams a little bit earlier so I can start going to bed on time with my wife. That would help things around. I just want to make sure that everybody is happy around here. Like, I can't just stay up all night live streaming. Colin Lococo, thanks for $1.99. Can I tell people my Uncle Ethan thinks I'm sexy? You should. You absolutely should. Well, maybe don't say uncle. Don't say uncle. Unless you explain that we're not related by blood, just heart to heart. Airborne 07, thanks for $9.99. Cyberfrog makes far more money than any Erica Henderson propaganda piece. So it seems to me that this is the professional community, and that she and her ilk are the alienated outsiders. Well said. Look. I mean, at the end of the day, again, it's a business. It's not a community. You guys can hang out. I'm saying, if you're saying that I've alienated myself and I'm not going to be invited to any of these weirdo parties, oh my God, that's different. That's different. Let me think about that for a little bit. So if I go to a convention and you guys are all having drinks and I go over and I'm like, hey, you guys are going to turn your backs in uniform. Oh my God. Captain Liberator, thanks for $5. Love you and all the Fandom Menace. Keep up the great work. Thank you so much. By the way, the Fandom Menace baseball cap is on sale right now. If you have not ordered one, you should absolutely do so. Crypto Fashion is kicking ass in their crypto fashion ways. Doing great stuff. The baseball cap looks awesome. It's not a big stupid trucker cap, even though if that's your thing, that's your thing. It's a very stylish baseball cap that you could actually wear. You know how sometimes these guys, they'll wear like a sport coat, t-shirt and kind of nice ball cap, or a sport coat and a nice button up, open up, no tie, just business casual, and then a baseball cap. I mean, that's something Ron Howard would do. Listen, if Ron Howard, and maybe he will after the failure of Soilo, Ron Howard would wear this hat. Absolutely. Pin drop, thanks for $1.99. Do you have a favorite Brubaker Phillips book series? No, I don't. I've never read one of them. I don't have a lot. The thing about being a professional is that you stop reading other people's comics so much. You're working so much on your own, and I don't really have a working knowledge of I don't care. I guess that's the way. I don't care what other people are doing. I'm very focused on what I'm doing all the time. I think that is the pathway to success. Aaron Chauncey, thanks for $5. Is Blood Honey an allegory for your fight against social justice, liberal infiltration of the comic world and or the public lexicon? Not directly. You might read it that way, though. You might read it that way. So, you read it, you tell me what you think. Louis Williamson, thanks for $1.99. Lucasfilm has put a hold on all Star Wars stories. Is that right? That's new news. We're going to have to do a video about that if that's true. Lensman, thanks for £2. Can Mark Wade be eaten by a hornet? No, they'd spit him right out. All right. You know what? I'm not going to mute. I'm going to drink. Ready? How was that? Was that too noisy? All right. David Gagnon, thanks for Canadian 279. They're reporting Star Wars solo stories are on hold. Wow. Tremendous. Okay, so that news is coming in now. That news is coming in. I guess that video that we did about how there were 9 Star Wars movies in the works right now really took hold, really had an effect. NASA 13, $2. I sent a very important email. Did you get it? Well, if it's very important, I didn't get it, Nasser. I'm sorry. Matt, thanks for $5. Do you think comic book shops are going to be a thing of the past? Yeah. I mean, not eventually. They're bound to be. They're bound to be. Look, things are changing. It's not something that I would prefer. I would not prefer comic shops to go out of business, but it's inevitable. Look at who's in charge of making decisions in comics. Look at what these people are doing to comic books. Again, I am someone who has always made hundreds of thousands of dollars for anyone who employs me. Always. What you want me to work independently? Okay, I will make hundreds of thousands of dollars for me, and then you will write articles about how I don't share. Well, that's interesting. And by the way, that is happening. Someone's right there. I'm doing an interview right now with a big website, and they're trying to get me, and they're just like, "You won't share. Like, do you realize that doing an Indiegogo means that you are not contributing to the success of comic shops?" I'm like, that is not my fault. You guys. I am quite sure that when I announce that this is going to go distributed through Diamond, when I'm going to do the cheaper version of this book through Diamond, there are going to be social justice warriors who tried to threaten people who order it. I don't care for that. That's not something that I want to happen at all. I want comic book shops to succeed gloriously. I would like them to share the success of this book. This book is going to be huge. You do want to order. You guys, if you only knew. You don't know, and I can't tell you. But if you only knew what was coming down the pike, that is why I am so jolly. You do want to order the first issue of this, okay? You do want to order it. It is going to be, it's going to be something else. So I do want to share that with comic shops. They do want to have this in stock. They do want to have an opportunity to order heavily on Cyberfrog #1, Blood Honey. They do want to order this. But what can I do? I'm just one man. How many social justice warriors? I'm just one elephant. Republican. I'm just one big elephant. How many of these jackals? How many of these hyenas am I expected to take on? How many of them? The answer is all of them. All of them. That's how many it takes to bring me down. All of them. I'm doing my best about that, but I can't. It's like I can't. You can't blame me for the behavior of the people that you support. Rhino4563, thanks for $2. Uncle, you didn't drink out of the golden cup, did you? No. No, I wish I did. Are you referring to what is it called? From the last cup that Jesus Christ drank out of? No. I wish I would have chosen the wooden cup anyway. I would have. A lot of people are saying glug glug. A lot of people are glugging at me. Cabin Comics is here. Hey, Cabin Comics. Marvel and DC Comics is supposed to keep comic shops open. EVS isn't supposed to make that happen. That is correct. I would like to. I'd like to help. We'll grow to the degree that we can help. But it's not my responsibility. My responsibility is just to you guys. I ultimately, I'm just trying to make a good comic book to sell to you guys so that you're going to want to buy the next one. And by the way, that is a very important thing. On Twitter, they're talking about how, a lot of these right-wing YouTubers, they can easily use their YouTube fame, my YouTube fame, I see, to sell comic books. But those comic books, if they suck, they aren't going to be able to do it more than once. That is correct. That is correct. These books have to be great. Jawbreakers has to be great. Red Rooster has to be great. Cyberfrog has to and will be great. It has to be. Because I want you to buy the next one. This isn't just a one-off. I'm going to do 4 of these. I'm going to do 4 of these in the next 2 years. I want you to buy all 4 of them. I want you to spend $25. Here's what I want out of you. Over the next 2 years, I want $100 of your money. I'm going to work damn hard to get it. Damn hard to get it. You are giving me $25 this first time around to buy Blood Honey #1, maybe 50 if you're buying the ash cans as well. But you're giving me $25 the first time around, and you're saying, we believe in you. We've seen some preview artwork. This looks good. Let's try it out. All right. It's now my job to get this comic book in your house and make you realize you want the second one. These comics have to be damn good for me to get your $100 over the next 2 years. And that is my job. That's my only concern. All of these other concerns are extraneous. Do I care about going to Erica Henderson's party? Yes, I do. I do. I think I've seen something like it in Eyes Wide Shut, but I do want to go. But do I? Is it important? Is it that important? No, it's not my main objective. David Todorov, thanks for $2. Did you see Lenny Brubaker's Comic Skaters Don't Eat Ass? No, somehow I missed that. Or Brew Cockers. I don't know who that is. I don't know what that is. But it sounds silly. Oh yeah, the Holy Grail. Thank you. The Holy Grail. I'm back a little bit here. Rhino4563, thanks for $2. No, keep Jeremy's cup. Frank V, thanks for $5. Star Wars Critics equal Alliance. Lucasfilm, The Empire. Kathleen Palpatine, Sith Tyrant. JJ Average equals Mercenary. Boba Fett. Roundhead Ryan has No Johnson equals Vader. Okay. And I was like, thank you very much for that chuckle. Yeah, I appreciate you guys. Yeah, bring your own mask. It is basically it's Eyes Wide Shut. Oh my God, I'm Tom Cruise in Eyes Wide Shut. I can't believe it. I just realized that is exactly who I am. Tech Support Bear, $2. How many pages will Blood Honey have? It has 16 pages. I might increase it. I'm promising 16. You might pleasantly find that there are 20. It depends. It depends. But at least 16 color pages, okay? It's going to be a big deal. No, Blood Honey. I'm sorry. Blood Honey has 48 pages. I was thinking of Cyberfrog 1998, which is the ash can. That has 16 pages, possibly 20 pages, okay? Because you have to increase them by 4. You can't just say, I want it to be 17 pages because of the way these books are put together. So it might be 20 pages. We'll see. We'll see. I might have more to say. Dynamite, I thank you for, is it Dynamite 52? Thank you for $5. Did you drink from the golden cup? Jeremy's golden cup? Glug glug. Oh God, oh that, no. Oh no, I thought you were talking about the Holy Grail. Disgusting. No. And shame on Jeremy. Shame on him. DK Wookiees, thanks for £1.99. I want a super articulated Cyberfrog figure. Me too. Me too. I want all kinds of Cyberfrog figures. Egg Chen 6, Demon Bag, thanks for $2. $500 from me in 5 years. Cyberfrog and Rainbow Brute. Beautiful. Thank you so much. Yeah, Rainbow Brute is coming too. I want you to buy Rainbow Brute. So I want $125 out of you guys. So I was not quite accurate there. I'm going to have a $25 Rainbow Brute book, and we're going to do that this year. That's going to be here around Christmas. We're going to start crowdfunding for that. So hopefully that'll be okay with you guys. Anyway, yeah, my fans are responding. My fans are, you guys are allowed to do this because she asked for it. But I mean, in general, it's like when these people come out and say things like this, these are all my fans. These are all you guys. These are you guys coming back and saying, screw you. It's amazing. Absolutely amazing. Oh my God. Yeah. So we're not invited to the Eyes Wide Shut party. And I guess in exchange we get 273,800. Wait, hang on. Let me just see if we sold another. We did. $273,967. We just sold 4 more copies. 4 more copies of the comic book in that time. We are this close to 275,000. Once we earn 1,033 more dollars, everyone gets a free bookmark. Everyone gets a free bookmark. They're going to be really nice bookmarks too. So that'll get included with your package. The great thing about these bonuses is that you get them for free. You don't have to do anything. If you pledged, if you were the very first person who pledged to buy Cyberfrog Blood Honey at $25, or at 50, let's say you pledged at $50, you thought you were just going to get the book and the ash can. Wrong. You are now getting the book and it's got a chromium cover. You are getting the ash can. It is now in color. You are getting a bonus ash can. You are getting Cyberfrog Amphibionics #1 reprinted. Brand new, oh, not brand new, but it's never been printed in color. It's very, very rare. You're getting that ash can for free, that whole 20-page comic book story for free. You're getting a bookmark. You're getting 2 trading cards, Salamandroid and Cyberfrog trading cards. That's all coming in your package now. You weren't expecting it. An ash can is a mini comic. An ash can is a mini comic. It is about half the size of a normal comic book. They're very collectible. They're a lot of fun. They used to be around a lot in the 1990s. They are not. They're not done anymore because nobody's making any money. What are you going to get, a Squirrel Girl ash can? They don't make enough. There's no reason to make a Squirrel Girl ash can. Nobody wants the main book, much less the ash can. So that is a big deal. You guys, the more copies of this we sell, the higher our Indiegogo campaign goes. We got 9 days left. The higher it goes, the more bonuses that you guys get, and the bigger your treat boxes are. And these are going to be way better. This is not going to be like getting a loot crate. When I get a loot crate, I want to kick it out the goddamn window. This is going to be the kind of crate that you're going to get, and you're going to be thrilled. What's going to happen at 300,000? I haven't decided yet. As soon as we get to 275, I've got to brainstorm and see what kind of gimmick I want to add at 300K, what I can afford to do. We got to do something. We definitely got to do something at 300K. Gotta. It's important. Minifig. Get a little Lego minifig. How about that? That would probably be so expensive. But yeah, once we get to $300,000, that's going to be a big deal. There are professionals who are already kind of, having to salute me for this. And you can say what you want. You can feel however you want about my politics. All of the things that I say and do. You don't like them. You don't like the way I don't care about the comics community. You don't like that. I understand, but you do have to salute success. Everybody wants to succeed, and you're seeing me succeed right now, and you have to just go, what's he doing right that I'm doing wrong? It's very simple. I'm being kind to the fans. That's it. That's all it is. I'm being kind to the fans. I'm talking to them. I'm promoting my book every day. I'm not talking about politics. I'm not talking about how much I love Trump publicly. I mean, I'll tell you guys, I like Trump. I like him. But I'm not doing it very often. And I'm not doing it in a way to exclude, annoy, harass, bother other people. I'm not trying to scare the fans away. I love the fans. You're allowed to disagree with me. People often do. But I'm not going to scare you guys away. I want your business. I want you to be fans. I want you to love the frog. And I want you to tune into the channel. Jesus, thanks for $5. Quick tally at the 43.50 backer mark. 4,695 copies sold. 431 sketches. Oh, that's going to be 2 days. 2,420 ash cans. Did some quick math to be accurate with the book sold total. That is great. Thank you so much. So we've sold 4,695 copies of the book and 2,420 ash cans. Are you kidding me? Those are 1990s. Those are close to 1990s numbers, especially since this is an oversized book at $25. Lensman's, thanks for £2. 300K equals Kyle Cyberfrog thank you poster. Maybe a postcard. Hey. Okay. Yeah, that's a good idea. We could take Kyle's Cyberfrog thank you piece, and we can actually make it into a greeting card. That's actually interesting. What do you think about that? Because it says thank you on it, so you could actually send it to anyone. We'll make it into a Cyberfrog thank you card, and I'm just going to leave it blank, but you could send it to someone as a thank you. I think we could afford to do that. I don't know how much that would cost, but I think we could afford to do that. Makuda, La Roca, thanks for $5. Cyberfrog Bionicles, when? I don't know, maybe someday. Epic Trilogy, thank you for £5. Feels like winning. When you talk about future plans, funding the future comic company, inspirational to say the least. You guys are all a part of that. You guys are all here. You're a part of it. You're causing this to happen. You're driving it forward. And I'm being very upfront with you. I need $125. Well, I just need 100. 125 would be great if you want to buy Rainbow Brute too. But I just need $100 from each of you. Over the course of the next 2 years. And these comic books are going to be worth it. They're going to be absolutely worth it. You're going to be happy that you bought them. You are going to be chomping at the, is it champing at the bit? It's champing at the bit. Champing at the bit for the next one. As soon as you read this one. Jesus, thanks for another $2. Maybe a refrigerator magnet? That's not a bad idea. I gotta price these things out. Or stickers. Everybody wants window clings. We can do window clings at the 300 mark or the 325 mark. We can definitely do window clings, stickers. That was something I was saving. I was like, oh, we can still do that. I want to keep everything flat. Here's the thing. These things all have to go in a box. I'm anticipating packing up 4,359 boxes for people. So we want to make this as easy as possible. This has to be a success. It has to be a success. We have to get these books packed, shipped on time within a month. Some people are going to get theirs earlier than other people because Andrea and I are going to be up there packing 100 of these each per day. That is our plan. 100 packages each. We're going to be shipping out. We're going to do nothing else. I will do live streams still. I will make videos. But other than that, that's what we're going to be doing. We are going to be working to make this little business into something. We're going to build this up. We're going to be a publishing house right here, just our little publishing house. It's going to take a little while, but I think we can do it. We're going to be very careful with this money. 3DRJB, thanks for £5. Ethan, congrats on Cyberfrog. Can't wait for my copy. Please shout out Kickstart Game. I'm animating on, it's called Xenonauts 2. Xenonauts 2, go look. It's it's Xenonauts with an X. It's killing aliens like XCOM, no soy. FNA, good luck on that. Good luck on that, my friend. I wish you much success. There's plenty of success to go around. GRP Poll, thanks for Canadian $2. We are the investors. In a way, you are, aren't you? Yeah, you guys are the investors. Justin Paris, thanks for $5. So what exactly is Rainbow Brute? Other than an 80s girl's cartoon pun, obviously. Okay, Rainbow Brute is going to be our next Indiegogo campaign. As soon as Cyberfrog is finished being drawn and it's off to the printers, I'm going to do Rainbow Brute. And I'm hoping to get that to you in time for Christmas. What is it? Rainbow Brute is us saying, okay, so he is a barbarian from the fairyland over the rainbow. He hard drinks honeysuckle nectar, and then he gets pissed off and gets in fights. He is a warrior. He fights the thundercloud men, and he lives in this magical world. Now, what is it really? What is it really? Rainbow Brute is us saying, you know what, you ladies over there in entertainment and you soy boys, you keep coming in and trying to feminize our boys' properties. You're ruining comics. You're even going to ruin the Avengers. The next Avengers movie is going to be all feminized out. You are ruining Star Wars. You're ruining everything that you touch. You seem to think that these boys' properties will be improved by 100% by making them more girly. The girls are suddenly going to like Star Wars if you just put more girls in it. And that's just ridiculous and stupid. I'm going to test the other way. I'm going to say, you know what? Your girls' properties, I'm going to make them for boys. I'm going to come in there and I'm going to steal all your boys' property, all your girls' properties. I'm going to aim them straight at boys. And that's going to start with Rainbow Brute. The Cabbage Patch Kids are in this. Strawberry Shortcake is in this. The Care Bears are in this. The Smurfs are in this. All of these properties from the 80s that were sort of aimed at girls, even though Smurfs kind of isn't. But all of these properties that were aimed at girls, I'm going to turn them around into a gigantic warrior land, not unlike Game of Thrones, that takes place in the clouds. It is going to be awesome. Slime Marbo says, EVS, you skipped my super chat. Whoa. Woe is me. Let me fix that. Yeah, My Girthy Stallion instead of My Little Pony. All of these properties are going to be flipped around, and it's going to be. You guys are going to love it. You guys are going to absolutely love it. Slime Marbo, where did I miss you? I'm scrolling back because I don't want to miss super chats, and I thought I was on top of it, but I might not be. Oh, look at this! Look at this! Look at this! Yeah. I got to make sure that I'm okay. First of all, let's get rid of this and let's go here. This is going to be a little bit longer of a super or live stream than usual. Looks like I was looking up Nickelback. That's strange. Oh, it was from live chat. All right. Let's see. Yeah. Wow, look at all this. Look at this. Oh my God. I'm sorry. I've got so many super chats here. All right, let me just run through these. We are the investors. Justin Paris. Okay, that's Rainbow Brute. British Metalworks. Thanks for £5. You are forgetting my picture, Uncle Ethan. It's now this 177 pound foot Vader video, and my post deal's a deal. Oh shoot, I gotta draw with my foot. All right, we'll do that. We'll do that tonight. Josh, the amazing animator. Thanks for Canadian $5. When you're a successful publishing house, will you be scouting for new talent to help it grow? Yeah, of course I will. Because I'm going to need inexpensive talent. I can't afford the big guys that are currently working. I am going to use what I know about comics to find guys like Kyle Ritter, who Kyle's going to be the next big colorist. And right now, people don't know him. He hasn't really done anything. Kyle's going to be huge. Now, I am pretty good at scoping out new young talent. I will find new young talent. I will give them good rates, and I will use them to at first draw my ideas. Eventually I'll be publishing other people's ideas, but at first it's my publishing house. I got an idea, I don't have time to draw it. You draw my idea. But eventually, yeah, I'll be like, hey, anybody have any ideas that they want to get published? That kind of thing. That's later on down the road, and that is assuming that we are successful, that we're very successful. Doppelgamer, thanks for Canadian $2. Hungry Hippo, Cyberfrog Edition when? Oh my god, that'd be cool. Mr. D, thanks for a £2 donation. Appreciate that. Psychotic Cognition, 100, thanks for $5. Hey, Uncle Ethan, can't wait for Cyberfrog. And I just pledged for Jawbreakers and Kill All Men, and I absolutely love How to Draw the Marvel Way. Oh, it is a good book. It's helpful. Josh, the Amazing Animator, thank you for Canadian $5. Unlike the big two, will you actually have a social media mandate for how to interact with customers? Yeah, people are going to follow my example with how to interact with customers. You can treat, you need to treat these fans like your customers. That is just obvious. It's just common sense. If you want your book to sell, you need to approach fans as though you are trying to sell them an ice cream cone or a hamburger or a hot dog. You need to approach fans. This is what I'm telling you guys. I mean, it just seems like common sense to me and to most people. I'm telling you, I'm producing a product. This is not art. I'm not just producing art for art's sake. I'm producing a product that I'm trying to sell to you. I'm telling you, my ambition is to sell you 4 Cyberfrog comic books and 1 Ferryman comic, Rainbow Fruit, 1 Fairy Barbarian comic. Don't call him a fairy; he doesn't like it. That's what I'm trying to do. So I'm trying to get $125 total out of you guys. I am going to promote it. I'm going to show you it. It's going to be good. You're going to want to buy it. You're going to want to buy it. And I'm going to ask you humbly to please support it every single time. And that is how you treat the fans. You listen to the fans' concerns. If you guys have a complaint, if something goes wrong, it is my job to make sure that it goes right. If somebody says they don't like it, it's my job to say, well, what don't you like about it? And what might we get better next time? The same way as though this comic book were a hamburger. You don't like this hamburger? Why not? Why don't you like this? How can we fix it? We need to cook it more or less? What? That is, are we over? No way. No way. Did we actually flip it? You guys are, oh my God. Okay, look at that. $275,857, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to getting a free bookmark. We're doing the bookmarks. Oh my God, that is so awesome. Thank you so much, guys. Thank you. Gigantic. Look at that. We didn't only just get to 275. We're on our way to 276. We're going to get to 276. All right, I got to come up with the stretch goal. Let's do a quick vote. Okay. Oh, thank you so much, guys. Okay, everyone, shh. Listen, because I need to record your vote. Would you rather, at 300,000, would you rather get a thank you card or stickers? So either put thank you or stickers. What is your vote? I'm paying attention. Stickers. Yeah, that's runaway. There are a few thank yous. You guys would rather have the stickers. All right, 300,000. We're going to do stickers. We're going to do window clings. Wait. Stop again. Would you rather have a window cling, like a transparent plastic sticker that you can put on your window or your car? Or would you rather have like peel off stickers, like a little pad of stickers? Window cling or stickers? Cling? Window cling. Okay, window cling it is. That's pretty obvious. You can see a million clings and very few stickers. All right, we've worked it out. 300,000. We're heading for 300,000. Once we get to 300,000, everybody will receive. Let's do it at the $25 level. Some of these people are like, he's selling at 25. This is the thing. Those of you who are thinking about doing an Indiegogo, listen to me carefully. Yeah, it is going to look like it's expensive right away. You go, it's $25. It's a Chromia. It's just a comic book. It's going to be signed. Now that in and of itself is okay. Honestly, to buy a signed comic book for me that's 48 pages, it might be $25. Just if that's, that's a pretty reasonable price. But you want to leave enough of a leeway so that you can add these extra bonuses so that people really eventually by the end of the campaign, by the end of the 30 days, they have received more than their money's worth. Okay, so you're going to get, now if you pledge in at the $25 level, you're going to get you're going to get your comic book, but it's going to be chromium covered, which is expensive as hell. You are going to get a bookmark. You are going to get a window cling. You are going to get 2 trading cards. Those are all the bonuses. It's going to be a really nice package. And if you pledge to the $50 level, it's going to be even better for you. But you want to leave room like that. This is just my tip. Leave room so that you can add these bonuses without going broke. And that is those of you who are asking how to do an Indiegogo. We're figuring it out. We're figuring it out. More trading cards, people say. Well, you know what? I'm going to do more trading cards for issue 2. Say, like, if you got your trading cards, everybody's going to get their trading cards. Hang on to them because we're going to do like another set of trading cards for issue 2. You got to save some ideas for the next Indiegogo campaign. That's important. All right, great. So thank you so much, everyone. $275,000. Absolutely wonderful. We are right on the verge right now, flipping over to $276,000. So cool. I love you all. 1,723 people watching right now. How many of them are comics professionals who are excluding me, who've decided that I've alienated them and they just want to see what shit I might be talking? I think probably only a few. The rest of you are fans. The rest of you are people who are donating your money and your time and your love to this property, to this project. You believe in it. You want comic books to be better. You want things to get better around here, and we're going to make it happen. And there's nothing they can do to stop us. What do you think? You can stop me from doing comics? No, you guys, the more you talk about me, the more, this is the thing that they don't understand. I mean, this is the thing that I love them for this. They don't understand it. They mean this maliciously. Nobody likes you people. Nobody likes you. Fans don't like you. The more you say Ethan Van Sciver is different from us, the more famous I get, the more beloved I get. Nobody likes comic book professionals right now. You guys are disliked. And frankly, continue to exclude me, continue to kick me out of your eyes wide shut party, continue to do that because I go, they're absolutely right. I'm not like them at all. I'm the opposite of them. Every fiber of my being is different from them. I don't believe like they do. I don't think like they do. I don't behave like they do. Hi. Hello, 1,740 people watching me live. Hello, $275,967 for one single comic book. Hello. That's reality right there. That should be sobering. And if I were you, comic book professional, I'd shut my mouth. Opinion. Let's go on. Let's move on to some. Oh, let me read the rest of these super chats. This is crazy here. This is crazy. Oh my God, there's a big one here. Yeah. Somebody just. Okay. Wait a second. Yeah, a social media mandate. No, I won't have a social media mandate, though. I will just expect them to behave themselves towards the fans. That's it. Behave yourself. And it benefits you. It benefits you to behave yourself towards the fans. Gojira5, thanks for $5. Why is Roundhead Johnson crouching like a shy hobbit? Because he's a creepo. British Metalworks, thank you for £5. You just earned another £5. Search physics to find me and your email address, and I will be over the moon if one day you publish my kid's book. That's exciting. Yeah, I mean, we'll see. We will see. I'm going to do my best, guys. I'm going to do my best. This is a cause. DK Wookiees, thank you for £1.99. We need an SJW figure from your drawing, Ethan. Yeah, I've drawn SJW so many times for you guys. They all look the same. I mean, well, you want the soy boy up? You know, we could have the soy boy watching us here. By the way, let's just look at the soy boy over here. Zoom out. Soy boy is watching us. Looks exactly like Tim Doyle. No, I wasn't thinking of Tim Doyle. I was actually drawing somebody else. But that, put about 80 pounds on that. That's Tim Doyle. So that's interesting. They all do look exactly the same. All of them. It is odd. I guess it's the style. I don't know. Did all hippies look the same in the 60s? I guess kinda. I don't know. Who cares? Jim O'Reilly, thank you for $5. Would love to pencil, digital ink, or flat color for you when you start looking. Pencil, digital ink, or flat color. Okay. Yeah, Jim. Look, hang out, guys. Hang out. I'm going to create an inclusive comics community if I can. I'm counting on the success of these. I'm counting on my next Indiegogos to do as well as these. I'm counting on the fans to stick by me. I'm counting on these things. Presuming that everything goes my way, I will be looking for people like you. Dallas Deadeye, thanks for $5. Uncle E, you have good talent. Just use your old drawing review as a Rolodex. Thank you. Mr. D, thank you for £1. Appreciate that donation. Genetic Predator, wow, thank you for 200 SEK. It's orange, so that's a pretty big American super chat. Hi, Uncle Ethan. Thank you for everyone you and the others of the High Council do. I just bought a copy of the Cyberfrog comic. I'm so excited. I haven't read comics since Dark Horse Comics, Aliens vs. Predator in the 90s. Oh, those were so good. Welcome back. Welcome back, Genetic Predator. We're happy to have you. And I think this is a good entry point back into comics for you and for many other people. And thank you so much for your support and your enthusiasm and your super chat. Very, very appreciated. Carrion Soul, thanks for $5. I just backed the Indiegogo about 5 minutes ago. Cannot wait. Thank you, Carrion Soul, for $5. Appreciate that. And your promotion and support of Cyberfrog Blood Honey. John Doe, $5. Will Strawberry Beefcake have a sexy distaff Huckleberry pie girlfriend? No. There is no strawberry beefcake, John Doe. Strawberry shortcake will be beautiful women. Actually, I'm not sure if they're beautiful or not. They might be overweight. I don't know. I got to think about this. The strawberry shortcake girls are basically just going to be beautiful women, I'm pretty sure. And they seduce men by feeding them treats. Okay, so that's my fantasy. Just to be surrounded by beautiful women in colorful clothing that just are like, hey, would you like a pineapple upside down cake? Look at him. Look how sexy he is as he eats that pineapple upside down cake. And that's strawberry short. They're going to be sexy. Okay, people are saying sexy. Beautiful and slutty, but really there's not sex involved. It's just they're feeding you delicious things. Which is just as good. So, you come in and they kind of seduce you, like, come in here, big boy. And then you go in there, Rainbow Brute goes in there, sits down like a barbarian, takes his armor off, they massage his shoulders and start feeding him, lemon tarts and things. And he's just like, ladies, this is my kind of, yeah. So those are the strawberry shortcake girls, okay? And they're going to be a lot of fun. The Dallas Deadeye, thanks for $5, but they're underhanded. We're going to figure out why they're underhanded. They're not SJW sirens. They're sweet sirens. They're they're like, what do you call them? They're dessert, mermaids in a way. Seduced by freshly baked goods. 100%. That's who they are, and I can't wait. I love that idea. Dallas Deadeye, thanks for $5. Uncle E, will Kyle get paid extra because you used his picture for the card? If so, revote. Okay, well, yes, he will. I would pay him. I might just publish it anyway, so don't worry. Kyle will get paid a page rate, pencils, inks, colors for his card. All right, so that's fine. But the thing is, like, if I did use his piece as a card, I would just pay him a buyout fee for it, and that would be it. So it wouldn't make a difference if I printed it as a card or as a page inside the book, which is probably going to be what's going to happen with that. The way it works is when you're working for someone, you draw their characters. I'll take his piece, I'll buy it out, meaning that I have the rights to it. He'll receive a flat sum of money, and I can print it as many times as I want to. That's how comics works. Count Dracula, thanks for $4.99. Jesse telling everyone to suck it. She's more important than them. If they didn't like her, is absolutely unacceptable. I won't be watching if she's on. My wife mentioned that. I'll have a talk with Jesse about that. That is not the way we talk to fans. Not at all. You are allowed to come to our high council meetings, and you're allowed to roast us, and you're allowed to say whatever you want. We just want you there. We want you to watch. So if we can't. Yeah, I don't like that either. I don't like that. We'll have a talk with her. Skilly Wooden, thanks for £2. You, sir, are better than Satan. I mean Santa. All right. I'm better than both of them. Cecil is Dick in Comics. Thanks for $2. $325,000 stretch goal. Draw me like one of your French girls. Oh, my God. Everything's about Cecil. Bobby Bell, thanks for $2. Don't give away too much. We want you to profit. Yeah, I'm being careful. I'm being careful with the money. I'm not promising action figures and things like that. I'm promising flat paper goods. Okay, so I think I can afford it. The most expensive thing, believe it or not, is going to be that chromium cover. That is going to kill me. I think this book is going to cost a lot of money to make, a lot of money to make. But I don't care. I want it just for me. You know, it's like beyond just the fans. I want my book. I want my book to have a chromium cover on it. So I'm excited about the fact that you guys made that possible for me to have for just myself. Jesus, thanks for $2. The next Star Wars story put on hold. I wonder why. Love it, love it. Sergeant Bats, thank you for $2. I'm switching over to the $50 from the 25 package. Thank you so much. By the way, that thing, the news about Star Wars stories being put on hold, probably has something to do with Kathleen Kennedy being fired. You know, that's step one, is just to announce that all of her projects that she had underway are being put on hold. That's step one. And then step two is to just get her the hell out of here. All right. And then we get someone else to replan everything. Captain Blood of Kirby, thanks for Canadian $2. Congrats on 275K. Will Rainbow Brute be R-rated? No, no, no. No. It'll be okay for kids. It'll be okay for boys of all ages. There will be sexy humor in it, like I just discussed. But no, it will not be R-rated. It will be violent, but violence against people. It'll be violent in a fun way. This book will be appropriate for 12-year-olds. Okay, it'll be okay. Paul Thayer, thank you for $4.99. Hi, Uncle Ethan. What was the controversy about the High Council? A couple of things. We made some changes last night. We had someone new, this and that, but it's not controversy. It's just that we spoke about it amongst ourselves, and I don't know, not a big deal. Kale Vipogue, thank you for $2 for the 325 stretch goal. Can we send KMT a gift? Kelly Marie Trent? No. I'm sorry. Yeah, we don't want to do that. That is, if it is true that she took down her social media because of harassment is not defined as necessarily as anything negative. It is unwanted contact. So if she doesn't want to be contacted, we should respect that and leave her alone until she just, says something to the contrary. We love her. We want to respect her. Sean M, thanks for $5. Make a reward tier which adds an audio CD. Label it so the music performed by EVS follows along the adventures of the Cyberfrog comic. That might happen next year. That might happen next year. So Johnson, thanks for $5. Purchased the $50 level of Cyberfrog, and I was a long haul trucker for 12 years before I settled down. Sean Joaquim, thank you for $5. Bought my 2 copies. I prefer to support independent business artists, musicians, opposed to big corporate ones. Keep up the good work. DK Wookiees, thanks for £1.99. Put Leia in a slave outfit on iPad, or I leave now. Sorry. I'll scroll up if you want. I got to talk about this article. Jesse is too high T for the High Council. F Moose. No, it's not about being high T. We're all high T. It's not that. It's just that, our mission statement is to respect the fans. So, and the fans are you. So we can't be saying bad things. Cecil back. Thanks for $2. 3,000K. A picture of Cecil. That's up to him. Gojirify, thanks for $5. Roundhead Johnson looks like he escaped from the Dark Crystal when the shard was replaced, uniting the kingdoms. Yeah. Louis Williamson, thanks for $1.99. I hope Ewan gets another chance at playing Obi-Wan. He will. I'm sure he will. Russell Brown, thanks for $1.99. What did Jesse do? Nothing too bad. I mean, she just kind of, I think she was getting trolled during the chat. Honestly, when you're doing the High Council, if you're not hosting it, you shouldn't be reading the chat too much. You should just leave that to the host. You just respond to the host questions, because we had 25. I think we had 2,500 people last night, and you're going to get all kinds of people, and people are going to say nasty things about you, and you cannot react to it. Let's stay on topic. Remember the other people that you're entertaining. WRX Wing, thank you for $2. Ryan Johnson still has a trilogy, though. We'll see about that. We'll see about that. All right, let's look at this here. This article came out today. This is Sci-Fi Wire, garbage tier. Obviously, I don't even need to say it. All right, let me just check. Let's see if we jumped up. We should jump up to 276. Oh my God. We are at 276 for 67. Thank you guys for continuing to pledge. Can we make it to 280 today? We might make it to 280 today. I think it's a good possibility the way we're moving right now. Keep those pledges coming in, please. We've got 1,755 people watching right now. This is a big deal. It's a real big deal tonight, or this morning. No, this afternoon. I don't know. I slept a lot today. I have no idea what time it is. I guess it's 3:30. Um, since the new era of Star Wars began, like this garbage, just garbage. Star Wars is no stranger to detractors and defenders. Ever since the Empire, I'll read the whole thing. Do you guys care if I read the whole thing to you guys? And you guys can make fun of it as we go. I will stop and read your comments. Oh yeah, please smash that like button, you guys. Can we get it to 1,000 likes? Can you guys, if you haven't pressed the thumbs up button yet, liked this chat, could you do that? I would love to get this to 1,000 likes and just show Jeremy that I have a better stream than him. It does not crash at 1,000. It doesn't. We do fine. We rock and roll with 1,000. Discount Rockstar, how you doing, my friend? $5. My first high council last night, and I enjoyed it. Also, great work on your Cyberfrog campaign. Thank you so much. Listen. This is my first campaign, and it's going really, really well. I appreciate you. Thank you, Discount Rockstar, and I'm glad you enjoyed the show last night. We're at 986 thumbs up. Can we get to 1,000? Let's push it over. We need 993. Seven more likes, and we push it over to 1,000. Oh, there we go, 1,000. Thank you so much, everyone. That's beautiful, and we're still up and moving. We're still up and moving. 1761 people watching here as we. Yeah, I better read this article, guys. This is going to be a slightly longer live stream than usual. Yeah, it just is. Since the new era of opinion, the state of Star Wars fandom in 2018. So this guy has an opinion about you guys. Amazing. It's just amazing how they don't look in the mirror, ever. Since the new era of Star Wars began, the franchise has been in a constant state of flux, but for the first time in a long time, we have a minute to catch our collective breath. With Solo in the rearview mirror, no, it's still, you got to put out the Blu-ray. That's going to be another disaster. There are more than 500 days between now and the next film. So that's a long time for you guys to fix what you're doing over at Lucasfilm. That's 500 days. He's right about that. Between now and the next film, we have an animated television show arriving in the fall, about which there are scant details available, and a live-action show coming sometime, about which we know even less. And I can't wait for those. Those are going to be fun. Of course, there are fans and dissenters on all sides of these projects, so we'll take a look at them one by one and see where the rift in fandom are, in hopes that we can better understand the state of things. Star Wars is no stranger to detractors and defenders. No. Ever since The Empire Strikes Back came out, there have been these divisions between fans. I don't remember them. And you remember the prequels, right? Yeah. Not everyone loved those movies. That's fair. Two factors contribute to the current perception that Star Wars is being torn apart more effectively than the soul of Anakin Skywalker. First, there's so much content coming out. Second, the internet. That's right. We're all talking to each other now, Lucasfilm. We're not isolated. We're all witnessing this together, and we are all reacting. Wanker Chief, thanks for £5. Not porn, I promise. It's a potential T-shirt design. Twitter, it's the fucking can't post the link. Okay. It's better to just DM me those things. Just DM them to me on Twitter at Ethan Van Sciver. News stories leave different tastes in people's mouths, and the internet gives them the ability to complain about it ad nauseum. By way of a recent lesson, though, the largest overarching factions of fandom in the new era arrived in 2014, when Lucasfilm announced that the Expanded Universe, or EU, would be made Legends, and no more stories would be made in that timeline. Thank you, Caleviopoeg. Are you seeing Jurassic World this weekend? Hell yes, I am. Have to see that movie. I love dinosaurs. I love Jurassic Park movies. Love them all. I haven't disliked any of them. Evan James, $1.99. Thank you. I'm begging you to get Cyberfrog tees in red green. I'll buy both. I'll ask. Crypto Fashion's right on the ball with that. I mean, they're really terrific about, whatever you need, they're going to get it. So red and green. I'll make that happen. Before then, everyone had pretty much adopted a wait-and-see attitude towards the company with Kathleen Kennedy at the helm. Just shut up. It's got ugly. It's not as always things to come. Force Awakens was met with nearly universal fanfare. It was fun. People overwhelmingly liked it, and it became the new highest-grossing film of all time. Sure, some argue that it was a rehash of A New Hope, which it was. Jay Taylor, thanks for Australian $3. Rose before hose. Hell yeah. Not realizing that the Phantom Menace was too, and that's just the way opening chapters of Star Wars trilogies in the Skywalker saga went. There are a few who didn't like the film, led by a woman, and you get situations like this. Though Daisy Ridley left social media, things seemed to get better for a while. Fuck all this. Who cares? Anyway, I'm mentioning this. I want to talk about this. The attacks against Kelly Marie Tran. The abuse towards Kelly Marie Tran. That's true. And then this is something else right here. This absolutely kills me. This absolutely kills me. Star Wars author Chuck Wendig dared to speak out against the abuse of Tran, as well as the abuse he suffered over his novels, and referred to the fans perpetrating this toxic behavior as shitty. You clowns. Chuck Wendig is the biggest buffoon in Star Wars on the internet. I thought Pablo Hidalgo was bad. Pablo isn't that bad. Chuck Wendig is a total a-hole. He is a total a-hole. He just sits there and he goes off. He makes fun of the fans. He calls them man babies. He gets very, very upset and he's incapable of dealing with any kind of criticism. He sits there and posts ridiculous photos of himself with soy mouth. He's a great big SJW. His novels are dreadful tripe. And for some reason, he just cannot figure out how to connect with the fandom. He can't. It could be just because it's not going to happen. His novels aren't very good. You might as well turn against the fandom at that point. I guess that's his attitude. But to treat Chuck Wendig as though he were just one voice in the wilderness crying out against the abuse that's being suffered by the toxic fans. You guys are toxic. You understand? It's not the fandom. It's people like Chuck Wendig, Pablo Hidalgo. It's people like Ryan Johnson. It's people like Kathleen Kennedy. You guys are toxic. You guys are a foreign element of weirdos that have found your way into Star Wars, and you are doing nothing. But you're former fans. You're all former fans of Star Wars who made it to the big time, and now you're abusing fandom. It's this self-loathing, this weirdo hatred that you guys all share. You're kicking everyone's ass. You're being rude. In response, people like me step up and make fun of you. That is the role of this channel. This channel will find you and will make fun of you if you are acting like an a-hole over Star Wars. That's, we'll do it with love. I'm here to make people laugh. I'm not here. I'm not geeks and gamers. I don't get angry about this stuff necessarily, but this is infuriating. This kind of attitude, as though Chuck Wendig dared to speak out and then was just shouted down. Anyone who has been following Chuck Wendig's social media activities knows that Chuck Wendig is a man baby. Literally like a man baby. DK Wookiees, thank you for $1, a pound 99. Ethan, Chuck looks like Captain Smith of the RMS Titanic. No, not girlier, but yeah. And this is crazy. Look at this attitude here. Okay, requests to Lucasfilm were made to somehow put the cast and crew and authors and anyone tangentially related to Star Wars in check because, after all, they were paying customers. And in their minds, the customer is always right, even when they're toxic racists attacking people. My hope is that the requests to rein in these voices in fandom were met with derisive laughter. Yeah, you can do that. Guys, feel free to do whatever you want. If it makes you feel better to treat the fans who are saying, hey, get these idiots under control. We are your customers. If it makes you feel better to meet those requests with derisive laughter, that's cool. We will continue to watch and laugh as your movies and books and toys meet the box office, toy stores and bookstores with derisive laughter. We will continue to laugh as everything collapses all around you. You will not make any money. You will continue to lose money. And who's going to get the last laugh, essentially? Who's going to get the last laugh when we're telling you to behave yourselves and you're saying, fuck you, no, Who is going to get the last laugh after all of this? There is an attitude adjustment that needs to go on within all spheres of entertainment. You people, the people that are being pilloried here, you guys are the fans. The people who are being lionized here are the problem. They're the problem. They have a product to sell, and they're selling it with spite and scorn. They're driving customers away. They're disenfranchising people who have been longtime fans, and they are all flummoxed when these movies come out and lose $80 million. What do you think is going to happen to Episode 9 at this point? What do you think is going to happen to Episode 9? Now, we've seen that Star Wars A Force Awakens made something like $2.5 billion. Maybe more. I got to double check my figures there. It made a lot. Force Awakens made $1 billion and change. That's how much it made at the box office. That's half. That's less than half of what The Force Awakens made. What do you think is going to happen to Episode 9 at this point? What do you think is going to happen? 2.1? 2.1 is what it made. 2.1 million. The Last Jedi made what? 1 billion and change. Yeah. So episode 9 is going to be even worse. Episode 9 is going to continue this trail downhill because you guys have this attitude. You have this attitude. 1.3, half of what the other movie made. Why? Why should that be? You know what? I'm gonna wonder. I'm gonna see if Cyberfrog 2 Wrecked Planet makes more than Cyberfrog Blood Honey. That is gonna be the key to success. I don't want Cyberfrog Wrecked Planet to sell less than Cyberfrog Blood Honey. I want it to actually sell more. And I'm gonna work really, really hard. I'm gonna talk my face off. I'm gonna promote it. I'm going to meet my fans if I can. I'm going to do everything I can to make sure that the second issue of Cyberfrog actually sells better than the first issue. That is the measure of success. Discount Rockstar, thanks for $20. Wow. Chuck Wendig had full control over how shitty his writing is and absolutely deserves every bit of criticism he receives. Even more so since he has opened his mouth about his fans, not just the ones that had opinions of his books. That is correct, Discount Rockstar. That is correct. I've been stunned by Chuck Wendig. I thought I'd seen it all. I thought the comic book industry was bad. Well, I didn't understand. Chuck Wendig straddles both. He is in the comic book industry as well. DK Wookiees, thanks for £1.99. It will make less than Cyberfrog Pro Rata. Yeah, it will. It will. Um, Cyberfrog's in the black right now. I'm pretty sure. I'm pretty sure we made a profit on our one comic book. Yeah. Um, but that's the key to success. You want to grow this. You don't want it to decline. You want to grow it. You want to make a product so good, and you want to make your customers feel so good about themselves for having supported it that the next one grows. The next one does better. It doesn't decline into nothingness. That's what we're going to do. That's the experiment that I am going to put forward. I am going to see if Cyberfrog Wreck Planet can actually outsell Cyberfrog Blood Honey. We'll see about that. We'll see. We'll see how. Watch what I do, Chuck, and author of this stupid Sci-Fi Wire article, and then compare it to what you guys are doing, and we'll just see. I mean, which one has a better success ratio. Wendig also found that the boycott organized in the wake of him calling out these fans had the opposite effect. Did it really? I'll take this as good news. Will you? Okay. I don't see. I don't exactly. What are you talking about? Chuck Wendig's books sold. The fallout from this rabid sector of fandom over The Last Jedi continues to spread. Oh, we don't see any evidence of that. Where is the evidence that Chuck Wendig's books have done better since he opened his big stupid mouth? Could you show me that, please? We just move on? Is that what we do in an article like this? We just move on? This would have been a killer point if you would just hit me with Chuck Wendig called all the fans man babies and found that his book skyrocketed in sales. Citation needed. Yeah, exactly. Show me what you mean. You'll take that as good news. I take it as bullshit. The fallout from this rabid sector of fan. Wow, I actually did get angry there. Hold on a second. I'm gonna have a drink. I'm not gonna hit mute. But I am gonna be quiet as I drink from this monster. I know you guys are saying don't do it. Don't drink this. I have to. I have to have one of these in the morning to wake up. I should probably switch to coffee. And this is the morning to me. I totally slept the whole morning away. I woke up. I mean, it's just been with my dad here. It's just been nonstop go, go, go. I took him to the airport, got home, fell asleep with Ava on the couch. Andrea said, I'm drowsy too. We all went to bed together and just crashed and just slept. It was great. Great nap. The best nap ever. So this is morning. I'm getting my caffeine now. And you'll have to excuse me. I do appreciate you guys. We currently have 1,834 people watching this live stream at 3:46 p.m. in the afternoon. Hello, everyone. That's pretty enormous. Dead Nasty Arts, thank you for £5. Cyberfrog comes on leaps and bounds. Yeah. Well, we hope so. We're working to make that happen, aren't we? Yeah, coffee is a warm, happy beverage. I don't even know how to make coffee. Everyone's saying switch to, well, switch to coffee. I'll try. Yeah, I will try. But that brings us to Solo. Loud voices of the right wing. Look at this, like former. Do you see this word? This is an insult. This means that I've left DC Comics and I am no longer a comic star. Bitch, I will always be a comic star. Count on it. You know what this is right here? This is comic stardom, right here. That's comics stardom. Yeah, I'll always be. Former comic star. Well, look now. I mean, just call me present talk show host. I would, if you call me a talk radio show host, I would be like, yeah, cool. I think I'd rather be, yeah, I'd rather be a talk radio show host than a comic star. But I can't help it. I am a comic star, no matter what I do. No matter what I do, I just am. I'm a legend. I'm a legend in comics. I'm sorry. I know that sounds egocentric, but everyone talks about me. Lensman, thanks for £5. New Star Wars character Cyberfrog resurrects Luke Skywalker. Wouldn't that be great? That would be great. Yeah. Well, my dad said that today. He said, why is Gamora said, yeah, you're modest too. My dad said, I am a very modest man. And I said, I am too, Dad. That's one of the other things I got from you, other than my incredible good looks, is your modesty. British Metalworks, thanks for £2. What time is Vader draw time? You are 5 hours behind. Oh, meh. We might just keep going. I don't know. We might do it. We might do it. We'll say we might do it here. I mean, this chat is going on longer than usual, and there's no reason to stop, because, my God, the chat's still growing. Margaret Merkel, the humble man. Thank you, Margaret. That you know me so well, and I appreciate you. All right. So anyway, here we are. Loud voices. Is my voice loud? Is my voice loud? Yeah, I don't know if my voice could be described as loud. You could call me the right wing. You can call me that. I'm happy to accept that. DK Wookiees, thank you for £1, 99. Cyberfrog theme, Frog Chorus, Paul McCartney. I love that music video. That was a great animated music video with all those frogs singing. So cute. Figuratively speaking, my voice is loud, meaning that, yeah, my voice is quiet. It's soft, it's soothing, and hopefully comforting. You should be able to take a nap to my voice. It is impassioned. Occasionally it gets loud. Occasionally it gets impassioned when I read absolute gibberish about Chuck Wendig, that is evil and flawed in its statement. Seamus, thank you for $5. Chuck Wendig, sales rank on Amazon looks flat in last 90 days. No bump. Isn't that interesting? Sci-Fi Wire. According to Seamus here, Chuck Wendig's sales on Amazon show no bump, and Amazon is a pretty good measure of seeing success. By the way, all of my Cyberfrog books are sold out on Amazon. There's one available. You can buy Cyberfrog #1 on Amazon if you want to pay $794 for issue 1. You don't buy that. But it's sold out everywhere. eBay is blowing up now. eBay sold out, and then everybody restocked. So there's plenty of Cyberfrog books on eBay right now. The going rate is high because the demand is high. Chuck Wendig, I would put it to you that my efforts have been more financially rewarding than yours. My efforts have sold more books, not just for me, but for retailers who carry my books, who have purchased my books. My efforts and the way I speak to fandom have been immeasurably more successful than your own. And what a contrast that is. What a contrast it is, the way I talk to fans and the way you talk to fans. British Metalworks, thank you for £2. Yes, it's going next to my degrees on the wall. Achuris77, thanks for $10. Talked up Cyberfrog so much at work. My friend got so excited and he ordered a copy, and I've upgraded my order for the second time to $75. Thank you so much. For your information, Chuck Wendig sucks for soy money. Okay, well, I don't have evidence of that. But I do appreciate your support very much. GR Peephole, thank you for Canadian $2. You missed my super chat. I feel like I'm reading them all. I'll go. Andrea's gonna kill me. She's just gonna kill me. I feel like. Let me scroll back a little bit and just see if I can find it. I don't have to read it off of my list of super chats, and I will. I'll go back and I'll just give it a quick go through. GR people, that's not right that you were treated that way. And I just want you to know I see you and appreciate you. Escape Artist 1111, thanks for $5. How about a $4 billion Indiegogo campaign to buy the raped corpse of Star Wars from Disney? Could we raise it? Could we raise that? That would be interesting. All right, so let's get back to this, guys. Loud voices of the right wing, like former comic star Ethan Van Sciver, loud voice of the right wing. Yeah, I am. I'm like Morton Downey Jr. over here, just screaming belligerently. And the YouTube channel Geeks and Gamers. All right, now he is a loud voice of the right wing. to be honest with you. I don't know if he's right wing. I think he's a Republican, yeah. Jeremy is louder than me. Began decrying Solo. You're wrong. I didn't decry Solo. I read the articles about Solo that were coming out from the press, like the garbage tier press, like you, Sci-Fi Wire. You could go through my videos and you will see that all I did and all I have ever done is read the Star Wars media and note the deficiencies thereof, and also react to the news that was coming out about the Solo movie. At no point did I have any information about Solo, a Star Wars story that wasn't given to me by people like you, the author of this article, and websites such as yours. At no point. So my channel has always been more about how garbage, how trash, how ridiculously ineffective, how ridiculously inadequate the media, the sci-fi pop culture media is when reporting on Star Wars, and suspiciously seems to be in the pocket of Disney and Lucasfilm, even as they inadvertently scare people away from the franchise. It's a peculiar thing that has grown my channel to 63,000 subscribers from 20,000 subscribers over the course of 2 months. It is a suspicious thing. It is weird, and it is definitely worth examining. So let's go on here. In their mind, this guy knows my mind, a young Han Solo surrounded by a diverse cast was SJW propaganda. I can't get a fair shake out of these morons. I really can't. I wish I could. I wish they were actually. Here's the thing. Wanker Chief, thanks for £2. The gaming side of Star Wars has now been fixed at least. That is good news. Here is the thing. It would be great if SJWs would actually state what someone's point of view actually is, and then argue with that. This doesn't mean anything. But SJWs, this is what they do. They go, yeah, they just don't like POC and women. They're really scared of women and POC. And they're just so little. They must have tiny little pee-pees in their pants. Glug soy for a minute. Yeah, so basically, these extreme right-wingers, they do not like women. They seem to hate women. They must be afraid of women. We are not afraid of women, and that's why we put them in Star Wars. Yay, us! All right, look, that is not my problem. I can't respond to this because it doesn't accurately represent my point of view at all. It doesn't represent my point of view. Solo surrounded by a diverse cast was not SJW propaganda at all. At all. That isn't the point of view. They started calling him a soy boy and encouraged followers to call the film Soilo. That was me. Thank you so much. We sold so many t-shirts. The film is now officially called Soilo. And that is because it's not that the characters were soy, even though they were. It's because everyone involved at Lucasfilm right now is soy. Their concerns are soy-based. All of the things that they talk about are soy-based. It's ridiculous. L337 was soy-based. Far left-wing SJW propaganda. Lando Calrissian being pansexual, yay, it's about time, was soy-based SJW propaganda. The idea that Han Solo is an optimistic young man who gets pushed around by all of the women in that movie. He's made to look like a fool. He's barely in the movie. That is SJW, soy-based. Is it propaganda? I don't know if it's propaganda, but it's basically SJWs kicking around a beloved masculine, okay, male icon. Han Solo is a man's man. He is a hero to men. Men like him. Men have always liked Han Solo. We've always imagined that we could be like Han Solo. We hoped we could be like Han Solo. I don't want to be like Han Solo anymore. I don't want to be like Han Solo anymore. Not the guy who gets kicked around and abused by 16-year-old girls. It just that's not. That is not at all what Han Solo is. That's not what he's meant to be. So that is why we call it Soilo. They encouraged a boycott, obliquely or otherwise. Well, you're going to have to say obliquely here. You would have to be reading my mind. People who have watched my program every day, and that's all of you. You all watch my show. How many times did I say to you, I don't believe in a boycott? How many times did I say to you, yeah, I don't think you should. I don't believe in a boycott. I think you should actually decide for yourself if you want to go see this movie. And many, many, many times, right? About a billion times. A billion times, I must have actually said out loud. I do not support a boycott of Lucasfilm. That's not what we do here. I don't support that. We do not use union tactics. We do not create a boycott. We do not create a strike. We do not create picket lines. That's what SJWs do. That's not how we do it. We choose individually, as individuals, as to whether or not we are going to spend our money to see this film and to what degree. We choose as individuals to what degree we are going to choose to support Lucasfilm and Star Wars. Mustard Tiger 5, thank you for 379 rubles. EVS is colluding with the Russians. Well, I am now, pal. Thanks for the Russian money. How many times have I made that clear? So many times. So many times have I established what I stand for, what my ideals are. And I've said it outright. I've said I do not support a boycott. At one point, I said I understand it, though. And that was something else. That was after some treacherous insult from Lucasfilm towards the fan base. And even still, I went to see the movie and I encouraged other people, if they wanted to go see the movie. Even when I came back that night, I recommended. I said, don't go see this garbage movie. Don't go see it. If you want to, go see it. My recommendation is not to see it, but not for any political reasons, because it's not worth the $20. But under no circumstances do I call for a boycott, but we're getting there. We are getting there at this point. We're getting to the point where these people are pushing the fan base so hard with lies, with utter lies, drivel, projection, just utter bullshit left and right, that there's going to be no choice but to call for a boycott. At this point, with my channel having 63,000 subscribers and people coming to listen to me talk, when I can meet at 3 o'clock in the afternoon and have 1,800 plus, nearly 2,000 people tune in to listen to me talk. And then that's not to mention what people are going to listen to and how many people are going to listen to this in the replay. I consider myself a leader of this movement. We are the fandom menace. We are the fandom menace because we have ironically labeled ourselves such. We are the fans that seem to be in the way of Lucasfilm just arbitrarily insulting fandom and doing whatever we want. We're the fans that are saying, nah, we're not going to let you do that. We're not going to let you just call us names, write defamatory articles about us, blame us, call us abusers, harassers. We're not going to allow you to do that. And if you want to do that, you will pay at the box office. You will pay. You will pay when you try to sell us toys. You will pay when you try to sell us apparel. You will pay when you try to sell us trading cards. You will pay when you try to write novels. You will pay when you try to put out new movies. You will pay. And if you want to go as far, as is rumored, as to label fans a hate group, you're going to be in real trouble. You might as well close up shop right now. Because we're growing. We're growing. Every day we're growing. Every day this community, and it is a community. It is a community. This community grows. This is a community because it's a co-op between creators and fans. This community grows because we watch out for each other. We respect one another. And we used to love Star Wars. We still do love Star Wars. We love the ideal that is Star Wars. I'm not going to let go. These people keep saying things like, "Well, if you hate it so much, why don't you just move on? Why don't you move on? Why should I move on? You move on. Get out of here. You're fewer than us. We don't need you. You're not good creators. You're not good creative people. You are not good shepherds. You are not good stewards of this wonderful franchise that has changed our lives. You do not belong here. We belong here. You do not belong here." And we will outlast you, we will outlive you, because you can't just continue to pour billions of dollars into this with absolutely no returns at a loss while insulting us. You can't. You can't do it. So they were planning 9 more movies. 9 more. I had Andrea over here. I said, Andrea, the last movie that they did just lost $80 million. How much do they stand to lose? And she goes, $720 million. Suddenly there's news that they've scrapped all the extra. Thank you, Andrea. I think you did that, sweetheart. I think that was you. Bank manager Andrea Van Sciver just shut down Lucasfilm. Bloodwork, thank you for $20. Hey, Uncle Ethan, can we have a '90s Heather T-shirt? I don't know. I don't know if I'm gonna make just a Heather T-shirt, but maybe Cyberfrog and Heather together, jumping through the sky. That would be good. Cecil, thanks for $2. Solo failed because no C3PO. L337 was only highlight. Well, that's you know that is no comment. All right. They encouraged a boycott, obliquely or otherwise, and the boycott failed miserably. Did it? The boycott failed. What is this? What alternate reality is this? There was no boycott. There were people who didn't come see the movie. It didn't make any. Hey, hi. You lost $80 million. You guys lost $80 million. The boycott succeeded. Unreal. It failed miserably. This thread from Bobby Roberts breaks down. Bobby Roberts is the. You want to talk about a soy boy? All right, here we go. If we have to read Bobby Roberts, we're gonna have to do this. I don't know if he's in the article, but we have to. We have to show Bobby Roberts here. Solo hasn't been the runaway success that a movie as fun as Solo deserved to be, but as of June 17th, it's pulled in almost 20 million at the box office domestically and almost 350 million worldwide. It's not doing too bad, and it's still chugging along. Personally, I'll be seeing it a 10th time this weekend. Bobby, you better be seeing it a 10th billionth time if you want this film to make money. It has lost money. It bringing in $350 million worldwide is not enough. It's not nearly enough. It's not enough. It's not enough, right? It's just not enough. It has lost money. You guys with your ideas like, oh, it's made 350 million. How much did it spend? Bobby, little Bobby. You buy an apple. You buy an apple at $8. You sell the apple. You sell the apple for $3.50. Have you done good business, Bobby? It's as simple as that. Now, I know $3.50 is a lot of money. I know it's a lot of money. Have you successfully made a good business deal? Have you succeeded? No, you haven't. You lost money. And even though $350 million is a lot, you don't see Lucasfilm dancing around right now, do you? Do you see Lucasfilm dancing around? Why do they do this? Why do they do this? Why do they act so stupid? I don't understand why they do this at all. They lost money. They canceled all their projects. They probably fired Kathleen Kennedy. Okay? This isn't, you can't turn this around. You can't turn this around and pretend this is a success. You want to see a success? This is a success. I'll show you a success. I wanted $8,000. I wanted just. Can I have $8,000, please, to do a frog book? Oh, what? I can. Oh, and in addition to that, how about another $265,000? I can't do math. 268. Yeah, $268,000. How about that? That's a success. That's a good deal. When you are looking for a certain amount of money to make a profit, and it turns out that you make 3,461% of what you were looking for, that is a success. That is a success. How do we do that? How do we do that? I don't know. It's a secret. Comic Artist Pro secrets. Solo. Oh, we already read that. Is there more? Is this still him talking? It might not be. Okay, so all right. With so much more Star Wars to look forward to, actually so much less, they just scrapped everything that they were planning to do. So there is so much less Star Wars to look forward to than you previously thought. People who actually enjoy the franchise have a lot to look forward to. But unfortunately, I don't see the man babies. Look, check the mirror. And Star Wars fans going away soon. No, we're not. We're going to stay right here. The people that you're referring to right there, calling us shitty, we're staying. We're staying. We are going to stay. We're going to stay until this changes. And they need us to. And you better hope that we stay. You better hope that we stay, and a few of us are take pity on you and actually spend a little money. I mean, let me tell you something. Comic Artist Pro Secrets spends an awful lot of money on Star Wars. They should be grateful to us. They should be grateful to us because, by the way, 1,904 people watching right now. They should be grateful to me. I have spent so much money on toys that I backed over with my car. I was talking to Ryan Johnson about this on Twitter. I said, look, my videos aren't for everyone. If you think it's funny to back over a pop with your SUV and to see if it pops, spoiler alert, it didn't. It made a kind of creaky whining noise. If you think that's funny, and most people do, most people think that's funny, then you'll enjoy my channel. If you don't think that's funny, you might not enjoy my channel, but then again, you might, because there's a lot of different content. I do actually take apart these stupid articles that these, I almost used the R word. That these people, these kind people, put together. I take them apart. That is mostly what my channel is. It's mostly what my channel is. If you think that's funny, you will enjoy Comic Artist Pro Secrets. If you don't, you will not. 63,000 people seem to think it's a riot. And I appreciate you all. I do. Thank you. What are we talking about here? The best we can hope is that they watch the Star Wars films again and understand that they would be aligned with the Empire in the universe, that they've missed every lesson, personal, political, and spiritual. The films have tried to teach since 1977. Wrong. Disney is the Empire. We are the farm boys. We are the people on the farm. Moisture farmers. We are farming moisture. Don't get that Bobby Moist in here to start talking about moist. But that's what we're doing. They are the Empire. They are the ones with billions of dollars who are pushing us around. We are just merely trying to survive as fans of a franchise that we have loved since the 1970s. In some cases, in my case, 1977. Me and my dad was here to tell that story. Put me on the roof of the car. Forgot to bring me inside again when he drove out of the drive-in movie theater. They found me the next day. I was okay. But I saw Star Wars when I was 3 years old at a drive-in movie theater, and it changed my life. And I've loved Star Wars ever since. Absolutely loved it. Wanted the action figures. Couldn't afford them, guys. I came from a very, very poor family. My dad worked hard his whole life. My dad wanted to be a poet, a writer. He wanted to be a teacher. My father, who you met in one of these, two live streams, he was happy. He was so happy with you guys. He said, you guys are great people. My father ended up working really hard painting houses to get through law school, and realized he didn't enjoy being a lawyer. He ended up representing a lot of drunks and things like that, and just he couldn't do it. Now, of course, so there was never any money. I had 8 brothers and sisters. I was not getting very many Star Wars toys, but I wanted them with all my heart. I wanted them, and I was such a Star Wars fan that since I could, this is so sad, guys. This is sad. All right, this is true. Since we couldn't afford the actual figures, I would get one of them. I remember for my 6th birthday, I got Han Solo in Hoth gear and the Snow Trooper, and I took the package and I cut out the individual pictures of the little action figures, and I played with those. Oh, such a poor kid. Oh my God. I played with those. I cut out, they had all the little figures lined up. This is the checklist of figures that you could get. And I cut them all out and I played with them. So that's how much I love Star Wars. And that's never going to go away. I don't care how many SJWs you throw at us. I don't care. I don't care how many names you call us. You think that I'm part of the Empire? I am the rebellion. I have a tiny little YouTube channel in comparison to the reach and grasp of Disney Lucasfilm. I'm a tiny little YouTube channel. I'm growing because people feel the same way that I do. I'm growing every day. My channel explodes. If you guys haven't yet subscribed to Comic Artist Pro Secrets, you're listening now, and you want to, you should join this community. You should subscribe. Hit the subscribe button. Join this community. Be a part of this movement. Do you see what we're up against? This is just the beginning. This is going to get worse. Why? Why is it going to be like this? Why? Because they are SJWs. They don't respect the fandom. They will double down. They will double down on this failure, and they will continue to abuse us and call us names. That's what they're going to do from here. And by the way, I don't mind. Jeremy saw this article in which he was defamed. I was defamed as well, as you can see up here. I was defamed. Where's me being defamed? Yeah, they actually list my name. They don't call Jeremy. They just say Geeks and Gamers, but they actually put my name here. Instead of Comic Artist Pro Secrets, they say Ethan Van Sciver. Geeks and Gamers. And Jeremy said, I'm not going to do a video on that tripe. I am. Chicken Sit, thank you for $5. On Father's Day stream, your dad said he didn't want to mess with that creative stream of consciousness of yours. Every kid needs that. My dad has always supported. My dad had a little law office, and when I created Cyberfrog, he gave me a little room in that law office with a big table and all the paper and pens I needed to draw Cyberfrog pages back in 1993. So my dad's always supported me in that way. Great guy. Yeah, I know it is a long video. My God. We're going on 2 hours here. I will make videos. They can continue to make these articles. They can continue to try to defame this audience, this group. They don't understand. We do have voices. We are talking back. We are fighting back against this. We will respond. I will respond. I will respond to this on your behalf. I will act like my father right now, who has turned his law degree into something that is valuable to him. It meets with his morality. He represents the Native American Indians of North Dakota against the pipeline. That's fine. I mean, we disagree about that, but it doesn't matter. He's representing good people. His conscience is clear. I'm representing good people too. I will act as my father does, and I will represent you guys, and you will be proud. You'll be proud to have me represent you in the fight against Lucasfilm's utterly slanderous assault on its fan base. My dad taught me better than to just stand by and allow this to happen. No, we won't sue. We don't sue them for defamation. We don't sue them. We stand up and we talk back and we make a better argument. We make a better argument. We make a better argument and we convince people to come our way. Again, subscribe. Subscribe right now. Join this movement. Join this channel. They're forcing this to be a movement. This was just meant to be an entertaining talk show. It's just an entertaining talk show. New guy to it. Thanks for $5. I hate giving YouTube 30% of my money. How do I give you more of my money? This is not only about Star Wars. Keep spreading the message. Thank you for your money. If you want to give me money, my PayPal address is in all of my videos. You can people who don't want to donate in that way, you can just send me a PayPal. I appreciate all your donations. I really do. I would rather, honestly, if you want to just give me money, I'd rather you buy a copy of Cyberfrog. I'd rather you take that money and just put it towards a copy of Cyberfrog, frankly. That would send a better message, and I'm doing just fine. Noriel Station Maria, thanks for $4.99. Star Wars is a horse being whipped, and EVS is taking Lucasfilm's whip away. You don't move on something like this. Yeah, you got to just... we got to talk about it. We got to talk about it. We got to be honest, and the truth always kind of stands out. The truth prevails. It really does. When confronted with an article like this, respond to it dispassionately, but make an honest argument. Make an honest argument. You don't have to get angry. Your anger, even though it's hard not to get angry at this, because it's so dishonest. And it's an attempt to basically turn people away. People don't like Star Wars right now. They don't like it. They don't like what's happening. This confuses them as to why. This is a scapegoating article. This scapegoats us, the fans, as the reason why Star Wars is terrible. How could that possibly be? How could it possibly be that Star Wars is so terrible because of the fans? It doesn't make any sense. Think about that. Think about that just for a minute. That is the argument they're putting forward. They're saying these movies are failing. And the reason why they're failing is because of the fans. Obi-Wan warned Anakin on Attack of the Clones about focusing on the negative, and we saw how well that worked out for Anakin. Let's instead focus on the positive. This should be my closing argument. We've had our failures. You guys will continue to have failures as long as you think this way. But like Master Yoda says, the greatest teacher failure is... then learn something, Lucasfilm. Fandom can be fun again. We'll get there. Yeah, we will. We're having fun. We're still having fun. We're enjoying ourselves. This quite aside, you guys are belligerent. You're rude. You're arrogant. You cannot speak to the fans the way that you do and expect to succeed. It's not possible. John Coleman, thanks for £5. Those guys, we've got your back, by the way. You just hit 63K. Congrats. That's great. Awesome. Thank you so much. 63,000 subscribers. When my friend Diversity in Comics was at 63,000, that is when people came after him. I remember that vividly. I remember him being under assault at all times, and him standing up tall and saying, I have an army of 63,000 people who watch my videos and listen to what I say, and they're on my side. And I always thought, yeah, that's cool, man. I wish I had 63,000. Well, I do. I have 63,000 now. I thank you guys for that. You guys are wonderful. All right, so we have run 2 hours. A 2 hour long stream. That's the longest I've ever done. I think that is the longest stream that I've ever done. I love you all. I thank you so much for your support. Thank you so much for kicking this campaign up to my okay. We just blew past $277,117. Okay, $2,077.17. That is a voice. I love you guys too. That is your voice right there. Making this succeed is your voice. Making this succeed is my voice as well. It's my voice as I'm depersoned and abused by the weirdo cult that is most of comics professionalism right now. They're losing. They're losing big time. I continue to go my own way as I always have. I stand up for what I believe in, and I've always taken a beating for it. I always will. It's okay. That's fine. I just try to be true to my fans. Comic book professionals. Comic book professionals. Comic book professionals. Like Erica Henderson says, hey, come back. Come back, Erica Henderson. I guess she's gone. Comic book professionals like Erica Henderson say there's not enough money in the world. That's not enough money to alienate you from comic book professionals. Well, how much money have you been given to alienate the fandom? I'd like to know. I'd like to know what amount of money you found, Erica Henderson. How much money did you receive to alienate fandom the way that you have? And was it enough? I stand with you guys. I always will. And with love in my heart, I let you guys go. And I will see you again a little bit later. I'm going to go up and make sure Andrew's okay. Oh, we have to go grocery shopping. We are actually, we used to talk about how super chats go towards diapers for Ava. Super chats could buy Ava diapers at this point forever. Thank you so much for all of your support. But I literally am going to buy diapers right now. And so got to get that done. Love you guys with all my heart. I'll try to do another one tonight, but I'm going to try also to go to bed with Andrea at a reasonable hour. I think that is very, very important. And she goes to bed early. She works all day long and she's tired. So with love, I'll see you guys again soon. Take care.